Me and my niggas, they always win. Hop in the G, now we in Berlin. All this money I'm making, it never end. From this money, don't deviate.
What's poppin', you guys? It's your boy Cap, back with another video. Yo, today, I don't know if y'all niggas seen some shit like this. Anyway, wait. Let me get the intro out of the way. Today, we're back at it again, doing the bare minimum, doing the laziest content in the world. And if you got a problem with that, come see me. Today, we're going to be reacting to a nigga reacting to. That's some shit right there, huh? We're going to be reacting to my imaginary boyfriend, Wait, what? Yo, you gay, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But that's my nigga Young Don, bro. I be watching that nigga on my off time, bro. That deep ass voice. That nigga, like, I always agree with him most of the time. Let's see if I agree with him here. All right, let's get it. Let's full screen this bit. Oh, by the way, we're going to be reacting to Young Don, reacting to Ayesha hates being married to NBA superstar Steph Curry? Boom. That's the ghetto thing because I don't have a soundboard. All right, let's get it.
I think we've been getting this situation all wrong, bro.
All right.
Here's the thing. She can't articulate that. She can't articulate that Steph don't get her pussy wet, bro. She can't say that. And so she packages it differently. Oh, I want to feel wanted. I want to feel desired. This, that, and the third. I want male attention. She's getting as close to saying what she really want to say as she can without just saying, I'm not attracted to my husband. My husband just does not do this shit for me.
That's crazy, bro. Yo, what is wrong with these women, bro? Nah, I'm on team men. I ride for the bros.
Ayesha Curry is going viral again for a podcast she did about a month ago on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Essentially, if you're new to the Steph Curry, Ayesha Curry drama lore, Ayesha Curry every, few months likes to just remind the internet that she is...
Why she despises her freaking husband. Why she wants to embarrass her husband. What is with this Jada Pinkett Smith playbook? All she's missing is a red table.
Incredibly dissatisfied.
Doing my man Stephen like that, the golden boy. Come on, bro.
With her life as a wife and a mother to superstar NBA player Steph Curry.
You shouldn't have gotten married to him in the first place, bro. If that was the case. Oh, I don't want to hear I got forced. How you get forced? That's some shit to get forced on.
And I don't say that facetious.
Nobody's going to force me to marry. I don't know. Maybe I might get suggestions if I happen to meet a millionaire wife for some reason in college, or is going to be a millionaire. Yeah, man, you should do that. But if I don't F with her and I'm on my own trajectory, I'm not marrying this lady. I might marry her on my own without being forced. She a millionaire? No.
She is. And I think she has every right to feel the way she feels.
She could feel that way, but tell him. Don't tell the internet, bro, because now you're making my nigga look bad. Come on, bro. Look at him. Any woman. They can't wait until you do something dumb and leave. They can't wait. Nigga, I might marry this nigga.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
Pretty sad. Pretty embarrassing for Steph.
I didn't want.
Yeah, because all this does, I know, I'm therapy, I'm getting it out, and I gotta talk to some. All this is doing is embarrassing my nigga on the internet. Come on, bro.
Kids. I didn't want to get married.
Go tell that to a therapist. Don't tell that to a freaking podcast that's just call me daddy. Oh, you didn't want to get married, right? Shut up.
Wow.
I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Yeah, guys, listen. This is just a Jada Pinkett Smith situation all over again. Although even worse, because it sounds like she got married to Steph before Jada got married. She was younger when she got married to Steph than when Jada was married to Will. Here's what happened.
Bro, we're gonna listen to what your Don is gonna say, but bro. All right, say you wanted to be this career, whatever. You didn't expect to have kids, or you didn't want to have kids so early. Why didn't you tell that to your man? Like, babe, we could get married, but I want my own career and everything like that, and I want to wait till later till marriage. Like, why people don't talk?
With Ayesha Curry. Ayesha Curry did what she was supposed to do, not what she...
Yeah, I guess in theory, yeah, that's true, because your family is going to be like, oh, you got to find yourself a secure man, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm sure Steph was coming over. They met Steph, and then everybody was like, yo, he's going to be a good man. You got to, he likes you. Don't let this opportunity go to waste. But if that's not what you're feeling in your heart, so what you making it sound like is like you never liked this man. You never had feelings for him. That's crazy work. Shout out to Soul Illuminati. That's tough. Like, bro, I understand the part that maybe she did what she was supposed to do, but if you're doing that and you have no feelings for the man, that's crazy work. Now, if you did love him and everything, and you got married, and then now you figure out you don't love him, that's I don't know, but if you got into that and you didn't have no feelings for this man, and you just did what everybody told you to do, that's tough. That's tough. Blueface and DDG.
She wanted to do. She was seeking the validation and approval of probably her parents. On paper, Steph Curry seemed like the perfect guy for a girl like her to marry. He's tall, he's athletic.
Yeah, but your parents are giving you suggestions. They're not grabbing you by the neck. That's the thing. You could just tell your mom, nah, this is what I want to do, and this and that and the third. Even if he's it's hard, bro, because you want to be as a woman, but if you want to be a career woman, like you said, you got your own ambitions. You're gonna be successful too, because at that point, I don't think Steph was in the NBA when he got married. He was projected to go to the NBA and everything, but so you basically married this. They advise you to marry this dude off a projection, but you want to marry somebody so you could be secure. But if you want to be a career woman, you're gonna secure yourself. Hopefully, you're gonna be successful in everything. So I still don't see a reason why you was forced to marry this dude, or feel like you was forced. Because if you really wanted if you didn't want a child at the time, and you said you wanted to be a career woman, you don't necessarily need a guy to secure you. You can secure yourself. Now, if you're looking to be a mom and just a housewife, then you need that security, and you want to find a guy, But if you're trying to get them M's on your own, you don't need this security. So I don't know how you still got forced or trying to appease everybody else, according to what Young Don is saying. I don't get that part, bro.
Athletic, he's talented. His father was an NBA player, and so more than likely he's going to inherit some good money. Good guy, clean cut, church boy. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy that you're supposed to marry if you're dating this dude as a senior in high school, right? But in all reality, she was not getting the emotion.
Senior in high school. So they wasn't even in college yet. That's crazy. So my nigga Steph wasn't even in the league. So I don't know about this. Oh, my parents told me, or everyone else told me I should marry this guy because he's going to have a lot of money. But because he doesn't have a lot of money right now. So what was the reason you married him at that age?
Stimulation that she would have wanted and clearly still isn't.
Like, if she's feeling like that, I want to know, what reasons did she marry Steph Curry? With what? Did on paper, Steph, greatest guy. The good guy, the guy like you said, all families want you to marry. All families want for their daughter. But what was your reasons? And did you really love him? Did you think you was gonna spend the rest of your life with this man? Like, what was the reason you married him if this is not what you wanted, the whole situation? Or Now, if you tell me I love them and then the spark just left and now that you're married for 10 years, it's like, oh, I think I made a mistake. That's different, kinda. I guess. Still bad, but that's different. Let's just hear what this nigga's gonna say.
Wanted from a guy like Steph Curry. So let's keep it pushing.
I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it.
You see? So if you loved Steph and you married him, Steph is not forcing you, I don't think. And Steph don't look like the guy that's like, yo, we gotta have this kid right now. I think it would have benefited him as well, since he was just getting his career started, to not have a kid so early. So was it him pushing that, yo, I want a kid, I want a kid, I want a kid, so you gave in, or what was it? Because you could have easily married him and y'all could have made the nest later. And you could have been career whatever you wanted to be. And he could have been shooting at the gym. Like, I don't.
And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know.
Right.
You actually don't know what you want.
It's so
Okay, yes. I agree with that. At that age, you don't know shit. You can't do shit without your balls. But I guess it had to be puppy love. It had to be like she was in love with him. Because if she was not in love with this man and got married, that is crazy work. The craziest Guinness World Record of work. But if she really loved them and puppy love, you know, when you're that young and you find somebody you love, nigga, you'll get married the next day type shit because you're dumb. So if that's what happened, but I don't excuse the going on the podcast and then the podcast call her daddy, sponsored by Barstool, like, and start slandering my nigga.
hard also to.
I actually sympathize with this chick. It is very cringe, very sad, very embarrassing for a guy like Steph Curry.
I
And
think
if you're
I
a fan of
screwed
Steph
myself.
Curry but this is
Oh, no, I didn't. All right.
the thing. Women need more than you just paying the bills in 2025, man. In 1940, if you had a good, stable job and benefits and you could provide a house, women would gladly just settle for that. They don't care if you only fuck a missionary for the rest of your life, if you're as stiff as a board in the bedroom, if you're boring, if you just come home from work tired and sit in front of the TV and she just gives you a hot meal. In the 1940s, bro, that for a woman was enough. Okay?
Yeah, bro, but yeah, nah, bro. I don't believe. Nah, bro. No, because yeah, that all right. But bro. My nigga is putting in that work, getting that bread, paying all the bills, flying you here. I bet you could go anywhere in this world you want to go. You could do anything you want to do on his dime. He probably gives you what you want. You don't have to beg for money, nothing. You always got your pockets full. Like, what is it? Just because his BBC is not thick enough? Like, I don't get that, bro. That's not a reason to be like, That's not, bro. Look, if I was Ayesha Curry, I'd be. I don't get it. It's like sometimes it's like the guy could do everything right, bro, and these ladies are still not satisfied. Like they always want something else. Yo, bro, it's just ridiculous, bro. I know this. There's somebody in my family who was married to a nice guy, bro. Like the guy, like you would have no problems, bro. Like if I met a girl like that, bro, that's it. I'll retire. I won't be looking for no one else. She had a guy that was so easy, bro. What you want to eat, babe? Anything you want. You could serve that dude cement, he'll eat it, bro. Oh, babe, what you want to watch? We could watch whatever you want to watch. Oh, you want me to pick? I'll pick something. What you want to do? Like, so passive, so nice, but I guess for her, he was too nice. And what that sounds to me is like niggas want to be slapped around, bro. That's what that sounds like when a girl says a man is too nice. What the heck does that mean? There's no other that means when I hear that from a woman, all I hear is this lady wants to be smacked around by some nigga wearing a wife beater. I don't get that, bro. And then she left the guy, because he's boring. Everything I asked him, it was whatever you want, babe. How do you not like that, bro? If I had a girl and I asked her what you want to eat, whatever you want, babe, and then what I picked, she ate. There was no question. There was not that reverse psychology. Oh, you pick, and then she really wants this already, and she just wants you to land on it. No, none of that. And then so that is crazy, bro. Nah.
Now in 2025, it's not. But the thing is, we are living in
I don't think I could leave somebody, bro. Everything is taken care of for me. I'm out here like, woo. I'm like, because of Steph, like I'm even before, but I'm one of those black love that niggas aspire to. One of those girls, like I'm dating an NBA player. I'm out here. I'm famous. I got clout. I like niggas respect me. That name rings bells and everything. And I'm gonna throw all that away because he's not D'ing me right. That is crazy work. Oh, the rhythm of how he hitting me is not good enough.
time period where we're transitioning. Women have more options than ever before. They are more free than ever before to indulge.
And then they don't talk to you about it. You find out on a podcast talking about some Call Her Daddy. That's where you find out. Talk to Steph. Talk to him. I'm sure he's blindsided by all this type of shit. Oh, you really didn't want to get married? I didn't know. Oh, you didn't want to have kids? Oh, man, I didn't know. Why you... Like, nah, bro.
Indulge in the things that they want to do. In the bedroom, outside the bedroom.
Because I'm sure Steph, he loved you, and he continued to love you. But I'm sure that nigga was not and wasn't, like, hung up on, like, you're the only girl in this world. My nigga has the pool. If it's not you, it's gonna be another person.
Society has never been more tolerant of people just wanting to do what they want to do. But culture is still in a place where the respectable side of society says that the right thing to do, however, across the board, get married, have kids, be the loving wife, and if you have a good husband, be grateful for that, right? And so that's what she did. I'm sure Ayesha, if she went to her mother when around the time Steph was getting close to proposing, if she expressed any of this to her mother would have told her she's crazy. Like, girl, you better get your shit.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. In black families and Spanish families, minority families, most of the time, it's like telling them you depressed. They'll be like, you better depress them dishes. Like, but she would have probably said that, but that's not forcing you, bro. I don't think. Like I said, you could have still been like, no, mom, I can't do it. This is not what I want for myself, or it's too early, or we're going to be together and get married later. Like, I don't know what was the rush and who rushed it and who was quick. I guess for what she's saying, it was Steph. But she didn't communicate that that's not what she wanted now. I don't get it.
Together, this man is.
She couldn't say I love you. Can we just be, boyfriend girlfriend for a bit so I could figure it out, and y'all stay together and then y'all get married later when y'all a little older. Like, where's the communication? She's acting like Steph just dragged her to to the courtroom talking about some let's get married, and she had no other option. I doubt that, bro.
He's gonna be a star. He's going to the NBA. He loves.
Yeah, but for a girl like that, that shouldn't phase her. Because to her, she has goals she wants to accomplish. So all that, he's going to the NBA, that shouldn't have phased her. If I know I'm going to be popping, I'm going to be a lawyer, I got goals and things, a nigga going to the NBA, I'm not marrying a person because of that. No, I'm not being forced to marry a person because of that. If I don't feel that genuine love for them. So he's going to the NBA. I'm gonna be a model. So he's going to the NBA. I'm gonna be a lawyer. So he's going to the NBA. I'm gonna be a reporter. So she could have really spoke to her parent. I know it's hard because parents be on some, especially like that. Yeah, you crazy. They're gonna kind of mini judger type stuff, but nah. Force a guy if you don't feel genuine love for the man, or that's not what you want to do, and you get married.
He adores you. Oh my God. And he's
you could have easily waited.
Guy.
You could have stayed together and just waited.
How? Shame on you. I'm sure, bro. I am sure that
even if the parents said that,
that's what she would have heard. And so she did what she was supposed to do. But now here she finds herself frustrated. I actually think the reason we're getting all of this is because Ayesha is a decent person. What do I mean by that? A different woman would just be cheating. She would just be cheating. I think Ayesha probably has been faithful to Steph, and so that frustration isn't being released anywhere, and so it's coming out in the form of her vocalizing it. And we're going to get to Steph in a second, right? But
if she really feels stuck and doesn't want to be there, just ask my nigga for a divorce, bro. Just do it. Why you... Because, okay, she's not cheating. She's being faithful. But I don't want a girl to love me forcefully. I don't want a girl to be with me forcefully. Like, if I was Will, I would have left Jada a long time ago. And well, I guess they did, truly. But I would have, separated myself a long time ago. Oh, hearing this Tupac stuff. And she don't really love me. Doing what she did with August House. That is crazy work, bro. So, it seems like you're forcing yourself to be with this man. And if I'm Steph, I don't want nobody to be forced to love me, to be with me. Just ask the man for a divorce. If that's the case, no, she didn't cheat, but she's embarrassing him on the podcast. They're both wrong.
Because look, obviously I sympathize with the sentiment that it is horrible to see a guy of Steph's personality, class, charisma, talent, whatever. He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
At least he's been in the public eye, right?
Yeah.
It's a shame to see him have to endure this. But Steph is not innocent in this. Remember,
a good woman wouldn't do that, bro. Expose all this shit. So it's making it seem to the world that you don't like this man. Look at the freaking title. Ayesha hates being... That's what it seems like, bro. And if I'm reading this online and I'm Steph, I'm looking at this woman like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with your forehead? And you couldn't tell me this in public, in private? Why are you still here with me if that's how you feel? I will have to talk to this woman like, yo, you really didn't want all this? Why did you act like you did? And why did we go through with it? Now, if Steph is some type of nigga where you have no say in it, like a freaking Powerpuff Girl villain, that's different.
We all get what we're energetically aligned with. We all reap what we sow. God never gives us more than we can bear. And so Steph brought this upon himself. And I'm going to talk about how he did that a little bit later. But just stay with me. Please expound. So Ayesha did what I'm sure she felt like she was supposed to do when she was young. How old was she when she got married? However old she was, I'm sure she didn't have any sense, bro. Yeah, she was only 22 years old when she got married, bro. She ain't got no
all right, man.
She don't know nothing about none at 22 years old.
We don't know shit at that age.
Especially probably growing up in a sheltered environment. That seems like the kind of chick she is. You know, she grew up
But marriage is like something serious. It's not like you got swindled to buy a car you didn't want, or like to get a timeshare. Like this is marriage. It's just something you have to like think about even young. Well, young you'd be like, yo, I love this person. That's all you're thinking about, and you want to be together forever. You don't even know this person. I don't know, man.
Middle class, upper middle class, maybe even upper class. I don't know. And so she's been married for 13 years now. And as far as I can see, she's been faithful. There's no evidence that she's ever cheated on Steph. She's been doing the mother thing. But
I mean, that shit they caught her. I don't know if y'all saw the clip where she was out there with Drake and everything. And then talking about some girls trip. And then she's there with Drake's and his mans. And and her outfit is crazy. Like, bro, wherever you see Drake, there's suspectness going on because Drake is always trying to take a nigga wife. So why are you over there?
She still feels unfulfilled sexually, emotionally. But now, again, she finds herself in a situation where she is trying to do what she's supposed to do, which is not leave Steph. Look at how the commentary community is getting on her.
Yeah, bro, but I don't care, bro. No, that's not an excuse, bro. No, at this point, bro, if you're not fulfilled, ask the nigga for a divorce. I don't care if you get flamed by Twitter with a kid a little with in the middle. You could get flamed by Gronk. I don't care, bro. No. That's no excuse, bro. Yeah, people are going to say, how can you leave a man like that? Blah, 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 blah. You had it all types. But if you're not happy and you feel like it's just miserable and you being forced and you're not happy, because I don't want no woman that's not happy to be with me. And that she's doing it now for an image or get out. Ask me for a divorce and get out. If we can't work past this, if you really not happy, get out. Please. Nah, my guy Young Don, that's there's no reason for her to do that. Yeah, she gonna get flamed. That's gonna happen, bro, because that's crazy. We're like, oh, because for the people outside looking in, you married Steph and you're not happy? Nigga, we want to marry Steph. That's how it's gonna look like, bro. Cause then you bet you most likely whoever she gets after Steph is gonna be a downgrade. When it comes to money, fame, clout, name recognition, athleticism, talent, everything. They barely, because after Steph is just a billionaire. Like you Eve. Like you just got yourself a Silicon Valley type, like what's her name, bro? Bobby Altoff, my ass. Divorces her Silicon Valley tech wizard husband to get some nigga that don't work that she got to pay for. Like I don't know.
Right?
And then all because, I guess, and it's not all because that's serious for some people in a relationship, that's important, but all because you're not getting banged to your satisfaction. That is wild.
For good reason. It is embarrassing. It is shameful. It is not good. It's not cool to see a woman embarrass her husband like that. It don't even matter if he's Steph. It could be any man. That's just shitty behavior from a wife. If I ever had my wife get on a platform and say the kind of shit that,
and then without telling him, tell him this, bro. Or not letting him know before or whatever, communicate with him. Yo, Steph, this and this, I'm not happy, you know.
Ayesha says, I would be utterly disgusted and I would leave her. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Not even out of disrespect or feeling hurt, but because it's so obvious she's like not fulfilled in a romantic sense. And why would I, as a man, want to continue to be with a woman who...
Thank you.
feels romantically unfulfilled in the relationship. I would rather her go off and find somebody else that can satisfy her.
Yeah.
And I will go and find somebody else who is happier with me,
Checkpoint.
which will then obviously satisfy me even more. Especially if I was a guy like Steph Curry, who is so rich, famous, and successful. Steph Curry has more money than he knows what to do with it. Yeah, cut her the check. Give her her 50%. Big fucking deal. You're gonna make like another $100 million
Divorce
this
me
year.
if this
Who
that's serious.
cares? Like, you have more than enough money to be happy. But in a way, Ayesha is no different than the Asian dude who became a doctor because that's what he was supposed to do, or the Nigerian kid who became a doctor or a lawyer because that's what he was supposed to do, even though that nigga wanted to play the fucking electric guitar. And so here she is again.
I mean, but now that he's a doctor, now he could still pursue that electric guitar, or he could pursue it on the side. That is, their parents just wanted him to be secure and stuff, like have a good job to be able to fend for yourself. But I understand that part too. Yeah, sometimes you want to be a musician or do something else, be a game designer, and your parents tell you, no, do this, and then sometimes you don't have an option. But this is like, I don't know, man.
If she were to leave Steph, the internet's gonna talk about how
Yeah,
she's a
but
bad
so
mother,
what?
how she don't care about her family.
The internet's always gonna
how
talk,
she's
good or
just
bad.
this lustful, ungrateful person. When in all reality, the thing that she desires, she is allowed to desire it. So for the past 10 years, the divorce rate has been falling pretty significantly, and the people who study this kind of stuff, they are saying the number one reason why the divorce rate is falling is because people are getting married later. In the past, marriage was held together by necessity and cultural shame. And so even if two people got married very young and started a family and then grew to dislike each other or not be very into each other, they would just stay married because of necessity and the shame that was associated with divorce. But here we are in modern times, still encouraging people to get married young,
worked it out too.
to get married, period, when that is not something that anyone...
It meant more. It was under God. It wasn't just a contract. Like, it was a serious thing. Like, we got to hold this marriage down. Like, it was both parties. And if you had the niggas weren't just leaving each other because of disagreements, because my BBC isn't 8 inches, it's 7.5, and that's not enough. The niggas weren't leaving each other for that, bro.
Has to do or needs to do. If you want to do it, of course, do it. If you feel like you found the right person, but it's not something you should feel ashamed of if you don't ever do. But we're still encouraging young people to do this, as I'm sure Ayesha was encouraged to do. But now Ayesha wants to get out of her marriage. And
tell him. That's what I don't understand. Because that excuse of she's going to get flamed, it'll pass. As long as she's happy with some other guy. But don't be here wasting my time thinking you valid with me and everything. And then you out here in podcasts talking about I suck cock. Nah.
Have a relationship where she's much more fulfilled. But she is afraid of disappointing people. She's afraid of the backlash that she's going to get. All the people are going to call her a terrible person and a terrible mother for walking away from what seems like an amazing guy.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married.
But so how does it get to 4 though? That means you keep so that means you kept dating, or you had the first one, you was like, okay, now I like to. How does it get to 4 if that's not what you wanted? How does it get to 1? Like, you could have talked to Steph. Steph did not force you to have a kid. Like, he probably suggested, babe, I want to have a kid. I want to have a family. You could just tell him as the other person, not now, babe. There's things I want to pursue. We could do that later on. We're still young. Let's, do this, that, and the third. Did you communicate that to Steph?
I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it.
A woman would only get married when she doesn't want to be married, because she feels like she has to, out of fear, perceived expectations.
And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
Did you talk to Steph about it? Like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself? So
Great
it didn't.
question.
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it comes to mind, it's coming out.
Nah, I don't think you told them enough. I don't think so. Because if a woman tells me I don't want to have kids right now, I'm not gonna push the issue, bro. I'm not. I'm gonna be like, all right, but we gonna have kids later, right? We on the same page with that? Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not forcing you to have kids right now. We mad young. We could do it when we 30, 25, 26, 28, 29. It's the time is on you too, kinda, but and that's fine. I don't think he was like, nah, bro, we gotta have this kid right now.
And he's so gracious. Like, he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like,
that's crazy, bro. He can't. Wow.
It's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. I didn't even have time to.
I mean, he's asking you why. He's asking you why does you make it feel like that, even if it's not true. And then that's when you have to explain it to him and all that. I don't get what that means, bro. She act like just Steph was just dismissive of everything she was saying, and I doubt it. Steph looks like the guy, like he will sit there and listen to you about how Taniqua was wilding at work. Like he looked like the type that would do that.
Think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something. So interesting. I spent my entire time.
Let me rewind that.
It doesn't make you feel like that. It's not real. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too.
So how does it get to 4? How? This is not computing in my brain, bro. How? If you had the first one, like I was trying to say before, it's either, okay, you accepted it and now you good, you love being a mom, so that's why you had the rest. You still saying you did not, you didn't want to continue. So how does it get to 4 without the communication, man? Come on.
And
bro.
I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not.
And why it didn't. So what happened there? Did you explain to him? Did you get your shit together? Did you communicate? Did you communicate that to him? How did he take it? What was it?
Like, did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
So I think it's completely valid for people to be grossed out by this behavior by Ayesha, right? Because again, it's just
crazy work.
It's like you're airing out dirty laundry. This is just not the kind of thing you do. It's gross. It's gross. That said, I don't believe Steph Curry is any different from Will Smith. Steph Curry, he married somebody who was not that into him. Now, again...
But, yo, that's crazy, bro. No, I can't accept that, Young Don. I can't, bro. What? I'm sure if she would have said, bro, I really don't like you like that, this nigga wouldn't have married her. Nobody will. I don't care if she's the baddest, unless she's Nicki Minaj, but I don't care if she's the baddest on earth. No. If you do not like me and I'm going to marry you and let you take half, what? No, she probably was acting and she didn't tell none of this to Steph. I'm sure she didn't. And if she did, I'd tell Steph, bro, I don't want to get married because I don't really, I like you like a brother type. I don't really love you like that. And Steph still got married. That nigga's dumb. And erase everything I said. But I'm sure that did not happen.
Not to demonize Steph either, because Steph clearly was just, he had no game. He had no understanding of women. He couldn't see that Ayesha was just doing what she thought she was supposed to do. That's all.
Bro, that's his what? So that's his fault that he didn't Professor X her mind to really see how she really felt without her telling him? Nah, bro. Young Don, no. You my guy, but nah, bro, I don't believe that. What? How am I supposed to telekinesis to know what a girl's thinking? The girls don't even know what they want. I'm supposed to figure out that, bro, she really doesn't want to marry me, bro. But I'm going to marry her anyway. She's showing me everything that she likes me. She says she loves me in this, but she, in her mind, she really doesn't like me or love me or want to be with me. So, no, how can he detect that?
That happened. I am 1,000%.
And, bro, he could have no game whatsoever. If he knew then in college, and I'm sure he did in high school, that he was on a trajectory to be in the NBA, he didn't need none of that. He could be bad with women. He's a handsome guy. My nigga has green type eyes or some shit like that, bro. I don't even know, but that nigga's a handsome guy. Tall. Nigga, the game is gonna speak for him in the NBA. That's gonna speak for itself. He gonna have the worst game ever. That nigga just has to walk around and girls were going to fall in his lap. So I don't want to hear that he had no game and he felt like that's the only girl he was ever going to be able to love, marry, or get with. Nah.
Sure that early on in their relationship, yeah, I'm sure she was more into it than she is today. Why? Because it was newer. She was also younger. She hadn't seen much of the world. Her mind was still developing and expanding. She was still learning about herself. I am 1,000% sure that by the time he proposed to her, all the signs were there. All the signs were there where I would have been able to look at the relationship and be like, this shit is fucked up. She not into this guy.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's you. And that's some of us could tell, but I don't think she was giving signs crazy like that. Because I think Steph would have picked up on it. That's making it seem like, yo, Steph just rolled over and that Steph was like, I don't care. Oh, this girl really don't like me, but I'm still gonna marry her. Maybe she'll change her mind. I doubt Steph did that, bro. I doubt it.
I mean, I even see it to this day, bro. People that I know, not anyone I'm super close to, but within recent history, I've been around a person who is dating a chick. And it's so clear the chick is not that into him. She does little subtle things where she's teasing.
But is it clear? Because some things may be clear to the outside people because they're looking at it from the outside looking in, and the people in the relationship are in it. So to him, he don't see. He's like blinded. He don't see what's going on. So unless the girl says this explicitly, that also happens too. So maybe that happened to Steph, but maybe Steph didn't figure it out because to him he couldn't see the signs, but everybody around him could see the signs. That could happen too. But if she explicitly said to Steph, I don't like you, I don't want to go through with this. This relationship is not working. I want to try other things. Steph wouldn't have gotten married. I believe. I don't know Steph, but I feel like any man wouldn't have gotten married.
In him, and you know what I'm saying? Like she's making fun of him. Oh, he's always like this, then. You know what I'm saying? Like little disrespectful shit. It's not super overt, but
it's still subliminal. It's still Drake. It's still Drakeisms. Like some people could pick up on the Drakeisms, some people can't.
Just not the kind of shit that a chick that.
But what you're saying is right, but it's like the niggas around looking in the relationship can see it, but the person in there, sometimes they can't see it.
That's really into a dude. That's not how she talks to him. But because they're dating and bro's still hidden and all of that.
And then that's her fault, bro. Because if that's the case, why did she go through with it? Why she didn't tell him? Why everything lands back on her.
That shit, he thinks that she is into him. But I already know that if a better option came along, she would go, bro. She would go.
See, and that's messed up. That means she's settling for a nigga because she didn't find anything right away. And you doing shit for ulterior motive. You're not doing it because you love him. That's crazy.
And I know that if I were to try and open this dude's eyes to this shit, the only thing that would do is offend him. Yeah, it's just like the Travis Hunter situation.
To him, it's like, nah, she love me, blah, 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 blah. I don't see it.
You feel me?
But the girl needed to communicate that, bro. Because like I said, the niggas is not Professor X, bro.
And so it's just a tragedy, man. Ayesha did what she thought she was supposed to do, and Steph did what he did because he didn't know.
In their relationship, she had mad chances to tell him, this is what I want. She didn't tell him that she didn't want to be a mom. She didn't tell him that she wanted a career. She didn't tell him that she wanted to wait till marriage. She didn't tell him that they want to get married a little later down the line. Nothing. I'm guessing.
No better. It's a tragedy all around. Instead of going on this media campaign to voice her frustration
exactly, bro. That's another. Tell him
in her marriage and all of that, and sitting and venting like this, she should just leave Steph, bro. I think that's
what I'm saying too, bro. Like, divorce me. Like, stop doing this. I'm going through with this. This is gonna be a lot of work and stuff, and like, you're gonna get judged and stuff. But just if you're not happy, bro, and like I said, I don't want no woman around me that's not happy with me. Get out, whether I know it or not. Tell me, get out. It's gonna hurt me and all this stuff, but get out. You wasting my time, bro.
She should have done, and that's what she should still do. She should just leave Steph, take the name calling, take all of that, and go off and just live your life and be happy and go and have what you want. Now that you're an older woman and you know what I'm saying, you know yourself and you know what you want, you should go and get that, because you only have one life to live, and all these people talking shit about you, they're not going to be at your funeral. You couldn't hit a single one of them up to lend you $1,000 or $100 even. Fuck them. Fuck what anybody thinks. Stop doing this goofy shit. Just leave this nigga and go find what you want. Yeah, bro, we are not living in the 1940s anymore. Ayesha Curry, she is still young. You feel me? She's 36. Yeah, she's past the wall, but the wall is at different places for different people. Ayesha Curry, you know what I'm saying? She could still definitely find a man that can do it for her. Is he going to be as successful as Steph Curry? Probably not. Yeah. But at this stage, is that what you're really looking for? People are saying, oh, she just want to be a hoe and just throw that, you know what I'm saying, throw that box around to... I think she just want a dude who really stimulates her. I think we've been getting this situation all wrong, bro. Because here's the thing. She can't articulate that. She can't articulate that Steph don't get her pussy wet, bro. She can't say that. And so she packages it differently. Oh, I want to feel wanted. I want to feel desired. This, that, and the third. I want male attention. She's getting as close to saying what she really want to say as she can without just saying, I'm not attracted to.
This is the type of shit that, I want a nice guy, and they really want a bad dude.
To my husband. My husband just does not do this shit for me. But
why would you go through it at 10 years, bro?
Even her, who has literal diarrhea mouth, can't keep her mouth closed, has to just spit out everything that she's thinking and feeling. Even her knows that she can't say that would be going way too far. If she wants the marriage to continue and to be healthy and not to completely embarrass Steph Curry and obliterate his ego. Would it have been ideal for them to be able to stay together?
The marriage is not healthy if you feel like you're forced to be together.
The perfect married life and grow old together. Yes, it would have been a nice, sweet Hallmark.
And I get it's a lot of pressure with, you're the black couple, niggas look up to you. I know it's a lot of pressure. It's easier said than done, but just divorce me though, man.
Movie. But that ain't how life goes, bro. Shit don't always go according to plan. Shit doesn't always go in the most ideal fashion. And I'm just, I got 2 daughters, bro. I would never tell my daughters to stay in a relationship that
Yeah,
they're unhappy.
definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? They're doing the therapy. She's been with this nigga for 13 years.
13.
She says she's all constantly in therapy. It's not like she's not trying. It's not like she hasn't tried. And so if my daughter came to me and was like, Dad, I've been going to therapy, this, that, and the third,
Yeah,
but this nigga's just lame. Now she would never marry a lame nigga though, because I'm not going to pressure her to fall into some kind of like cultural expectation, like you got to get married at this age and start having kids by this age, and you got to marry this kind of guy, and my kids are all going to be fucking on point, bro. You know, but let's say hypothetically,
she says all this type of shit but she doesn't explain why did you get married so quick? Why did you get married so early? Who advised you? Why did you start having kids so early? Why? Like, she doesn't explain that part.
In a situation that she ended up marrying a guy because she thought this was a good guy to marry. Bro, I would tell her, fuck them niggas. Fuck what anybody think. Fuck them. I think there's a responsible way they can separate and still have healthy relationships with each other in a civil capacity, raise their children, still go to the games together, have family reunions and all of that, but they're just respecting the fact that, you know, romantically things just aren't clicking anymore.
Yeah,
like, we can all just stop pretending that a 2-parent household is a fail-safe for raising good, healthy children. Let's not forget the dude that packed up Charlie Kirk recently came from a traditional conservative 2-parent household. You know, my parents got divorced and my life is going great. You feel me? And Ayesha and Steph could provide their children with a far better experience than I received as a child, because my parents didn't have money like Steph and Ayesha. There's so many, and they didn't have the kind of freedoms to with their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can still be great parents and raise good, healthy, well-adjusted children. But yeah, man, that might be a little controversial, but that's my take on this situation. Do you really want to be married to someone who doesn't want to be married to you?
No, of course not.
That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. I wouldn't, personally.
I don't know who would, bro. Obviously.
Fuck that
bro.
shit. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
But yeah, man, that's the end of the video, bro. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to chill with me. Shout out to my nigga Young Don. Keep doing your work, bro. You over here putting in that work. Every day I see, oh, this nigga just uploaded another video. Oh, this nigga trying to get on your level, bro. All right, let's get it, though. And remember, anything is possible. God first. Peace. The back fade, though. Yeah. And my bro's gonna want the back fade, brother. Yeah, I love Cinco.
The money I generate, a nigga be rich almost every day. I'm always on top at the head of state. My recipe on that.